Hi, it's Twi. Ah, I can hear myself. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Friday. Welcome. Today, I know normally we have like a more sort of upbeat community night on Fridays. I am both a bit behind on work and also a bit eepy today. So, I figured we could do some go. Maybe it'll just be me. Maybe some other people will drop by. I need to figure out how to host because I've never actually hosted a game before. I guess okay, host button. Room name. Twi's room. Enter description. Real Twi nights. Real Twi night hours. Boom. Not public. And we'll say after staying for 5 minutes, you can draw. Sure. Boom. Let me get this set up. I actually, yesterday, I did go in like a community room for the first time because Calico was streaming it. I feel like I have friends that play Go. I just never like catch the opportunity. I'm not in like Discord communities or anything where we just sort of sit and co-work. So most of the time that I open the game, I'm just on my own. but I added a little bit of stuff for today since some people might end up joining. Let's see, Go room code. Make this a pin message for both chats. So I added some cushions by the kotatsu. If anybody wants to sit there, you can. I wasn't aware that I added this couch in the corner. I did that by accident, but I guess that I guess there's a couch in the corner if anybody wants to sit closer to me. There's also this one back here. You could sit on my bed if you want. And I added, in case anybody wants to hang out, but they don't have anything like to co-work on, we have 2 little sketchbooks and also 2 whiteboards here. So you can do some drawing in game if you want. I think it works kind of like Magma, where it's just like a shared canvas that anybody can use. But here we have me. It's my cute little Go avatar, my little guy. Click-clacking away. He's not actually touching the keyboard. He's a little bit past it, but it's the spirit that counts. And I've got the Mega Tascaru like project file here because it looks so perfect for like doing Reaper work. This is actually not what I'm doing. Today I'm doing video editing, not audio editing, but we have our little room. We have the wall of friendship. Look at all the friends. Very wholesome. So I guess I will park my camera in the top corner so we can see everything in case anybody else decides to pop in today. And we'll just be doing some co-working today. I've got some video editing to do. I believe I've set things up so that you won't have to hear my PC audio, just Go, and I actually don't even hear Go. I just did some wizardry to get it set up properly. I did a little audio test where I yawned into the mic, and it sounded not the most overpowered, so I was like, okay. I was very, very tired. It's actually great that I'm doing this as co-working because it's going to be what keeps me from falling asleep. I feel like most of the time I'm not a nighttime worker because I'm just less focused. I feel like I have less... I've like spent my dopamine for the day, and so it's harder to motivate myself to do more like menial tasks that aren't immediately satisfying. But that being said, you know, sometimes Sometimes things don't pan out the way you like, and you just have to roll with the punches and make it work anyway. Boom. So yeah, we'll just hang out for a bit. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I've already recorded my short. Luckily, I managed to sneak it in earlier today in between some stuff. Because I thought that I had time. What it is that I was like, oh, I can like take it easy, take a slow start this morning, and then I'll do some editing, and then we'll have stream. And then I remembered that I agreed to show up to Luz's birthday, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I definitely gotta go do that. And then I also remembered I was supposed to like potentially be commentating an Osu match this weekend, like today. But that fell through, which is a shame because apparently it was a really close match. It ended up going all the way like 5-5 to tiebreaker, and then in tiebreaker they like in the tiebreaker it was a difference of like 2,000 points out of like 1,000,000. It's so close. I didn't get to see any of the match other than the scoreline, but it looked like it was cinema. Also, I'm gonna have to break my model for a second. I need to send some stuff to my PC, so I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Freeze. Stop. Hammer time. Boom, boom. Boink. And then boink, boink, boink. This is my private server. What? That would exceed the file limit. Actually, that makes perfect sense. Okay. So, oh my god, that photo has my foot in it. I'm gonna have to crop that for free. Not for free. You guys don't get to see the grippers. Let me see. Where's my Google Drive? Okay, let's make create folder stuff from phone, bang, and then in here these two, boom. Upload. And I guess I'm waiting for that. This is a great freeze frame that I've got of me. Very nice face. I guess while I'm here, I can put that I'm video editing. And I can make a to-do task for edit short. I forget to do the to-do tasks a lot. A lot of the time I just open this game, I leave it in the background, and I just like finish my task and then leave. Oh my god, is that Nahi? Nahi Kikomori? What's up, bro? Hi. Welcome. I don't know if you have anything to like co-work on. I put out some places to draw if you end up wanting to do that. I thought I had more time than I did today. I have to do some editing, so I was like, well, you know, we can stream Go. It's something to do. Oh, because it's facing the wrong way. Oh wait, no, you can choose what way you're sitting. I thought that I put it so that it just makes you sit facing away from the kotatsu, which would be really funny. This is the first time that I've done a public room, so I was like, I don't know. My room is kind of a mess, but it's more accurate that way. All we're missing is we add the like depression laundry pile on the floor, and then we take away the frame on the bed, and then this is like, no, actually my room this is still definitely nicer than my room even if we did that. What else do I need? We need to unpaint the walls. It needs to be all white. because my walls are boring. Oh, I need my like closet vocal booth, dude. Oh, that'd be fire. Like in this corner right here. I guess I don't have a closet door, but like in this corner, it's just like a giant, like really scuffed booth made of blankets. Dude, that would be sick. just standing in the abyss in the corner here and just set my little status to recording. Okay, finally my stuff finished uploading to Drive, so I can now have VTube Studio again. Maybe. VTube Studio machine broke. Please, please come back. I'm not seeing enough movement. Come on, please. Let me restart VTube Studio on my phone. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Yeah, I'm doing some shorts editing, the usual boringness. It's like doing mixing, but like I'm even less... Well, it's like, it's less mindless and at the same time more like taxing. I'm so not a video editor, but I have to do more video editing this year. So I've been getting my workflow back a little bit. It doesn't help that I'm stubborn and I always like manually do all my caption tracks for my videos, because I swear auto captioning is just like not it, bro. It's just not good enough. It's not good enough. I'm too picky. Okay, let me grab everything. Today I'm making a very boring... not boring. I shouldn't say... Yes, I'm making terrible content. Today I'm making... Slop. No. Today I'm making some evergreen content because everybody needs that when they're being more serious. So I'm working on a video about the difference between closed and open back headphones, since I recently got my first pair of open backs and I've been experiencing that a little bit. It's been interesting. Truthfully, not as big of a difference as I thought it would be when I initially made the switch. I kind of, and it was like different in the wrong ways too. Like I got an open back pair because what I thought is that the sound staging would be like wider and it would be more speaker like, but also it would still, you'd be able to do it while wearing headphones. So I wouldn't have to like literally work on speakers, but the sound would be closer. In reality, they sound almost the same to me. Truthfully, they don't sound that different. It's just that it's like a less fatiguing, lighter experience to wear a lighter pair of headphones and be able to like hear the ambience of your room, or like be able to talk to somebody while you're wearing headphones and listening to stuff. Which is nice. It definitely has its perks. I think that if you do like a lot of long listening sessions, or like you work on stuff while you sometimes need to like pause to talk to somebody, it's very convenient in that regard. Assuming you're not like annoying whoever you're living with the audio like itself, because they can hear it as well if they're in the same room as you. But it's interesting enough, I would say. Overall, I'm still glad that I have it. I think it's nice to have, but I still have to check my mixes on speakers, which is like, I was hoping I would be able to stop having to do that, but no. I always still I always check my mix in my headphones. I check it on both pairs, even though they sound almost the same, and then I send it to my phone, and I listen to the mix on my phone speakers. In a perfect world, I would also go and listen on car speakers. I think that's like the best strat, is to also check your sound on car speakers, but I also don't drive, so I could go in my dad's car, but I don't know. That feels like embarrassing somehow. To be like, hey, let me go use your car so that I can check my music. Even though I know they would be chill with it. I know 100% my parents would be super chill with that. It just feels too extra. Even though I like being chalant, it doesn't matter. Let's do... Maybe I'll do like a panning shot. Yes, very fancy editing. We start zoomed on the left, and then we zoom to the right. Yes, very fancy. Overlay is broken. Bang. Okay, there we go. So let's like slide this over to here. Sure. Which one is the horizontal axis? I'm stupid. Okay, the first one. So if I do this, it's 100. Should go like here. Another shot where it goes like back into the middle, zooms out a little bit, scroll far enough to put the grippers in front. No. Do you think it would drive engagement if I had my foot in the video? That might be genius. Maybe that's the strat, is that I intentionally don't crop my foot out of the first like 3 frames. And then people are going to be like, yo, Purpery, in the comments. And then I get comments. And then I get algorithmic boostage. No, I have too much dignity for that. This is the stupidest line of thought, bro. Social experiment. We do a psyop where we get the Twinites to comment about the feat at the start, even though it's not in the video. And then the regular people that get the video are gonna like rewind back to try and find it because it's so like absurd, and then that's gonna give me watch time, and then they might even comment about their confusion, and that's gonna give me more comments. I might be onto something. Nah, I'm just playing, but it would be, I don't know, stuff like that is funny to think about though. Oh shit, I just realized the scale isn't on a, fuck me. What was the scale on before I undid this? 175. Okay, so I need scale to also be on a gradient then. So it should be 175 here. And then at this point, it should be 125. And position, it's like here. Maybe not even 125, like 110? Something like this, where you can get both in frame. Oh, and then my Miku keychain is in frame. Wait, that's cute. This is going to be an interesting short. Not necessarily in terms of the content of it. It's not like the most revolutionary idea to me. But I'm going to like hypothesis test something, and it's not like a foolproof thing, because it could just be that the video concept either is better than I think or not as good as I think, and then that impacts the metrics. But I'm curious to see if I don't show my VTuber model in the first sentence, right? If I have the first sentence with like a B-roll shot that looks very like regular person, and then my VTuber comes on screen, I wonder if that will change the like demographic of people that decide to watch it. I wonder if that will, I don't know if that would be like betraying expectations and then people are like, oh, this isn't what I thought, and they leave, or if it'll be like the type of person that would normally just scroll instantly if they saw a VTuber would not care so much if they actually realize like, oh, this is like a regular person. They just happen to also have a VTuber. I wonder what the like normie brain I wonder what the normal interpretation of this like scenario is as a shorts consumer. Because I think that this year I'm planning to focus a lot more energy into editing than I did in like my previous 2 years. I guess I focused a decent bit when I made my push for YouTube partner, and it's kind of it's kind of like similar again that this year I have some bigger goals, and that means that your boy has to lock in on the boring stuff, but that's okay because anything can be interesting. I just have to find a way to personally be more engaged with it. It's gonna be a Twi jump scare, bro. How do I like ease in my own character here? Maybe I guess I start off screen. I do like a motion onto screen, and then I set the transition as like an ease in, probably. That feels so cheesy still, but it's probably right. Maybe I'll do the thing where you like slightly have an ease out frame where you like go back down a little bit. I can like map my scaling to match. I'm like doing this the same way that you're supposed to do like poppy subtitles, where you like make it start slightly smaller. Like if your end scale is 100%, you go like 98, 102, 100, so that it like slightly gets bigger and smaller, and it's like a little bit of a pop effect. Oh, that looks terrible on this though. Okay, no, don't do that. Does it look better? What if I just hard cut actually, instead of making this like a zoom out shot? What if I just do a hard cut? Because this feels so unnatural to look at. So let's just say no to all of these like timings. Do regular position in the middle. Telescopium also in the middle, bang. Why is it still zooming out? I told it not to do that. Spending like a half hour on the first 1 second of this video, not even subtitling, just like how do I show myself? Oh, I understand it. I understand it now. I understand it now. I guess. Huh, that's awkward. Okay, I guess I'll just do like a new instance of the same B-roll shot. I don't know if anyone saw, by the way, but I dropped by Luz's birthday stream earlier. That was fun. I played some Scriblio for the first time in God knows how long. Me and my friends used to play Scriblio a lot. We should do that for community night one of these times, actually. That feels like such a gimme for like a fun one to do. We did Drawful recently, which is like, honestly, Drawful is very similar in a lot of ways. But Scriblio is like more simple. It's more caveman brain than Drawful is. Because there's no lying, there's no mind game. You just draw a thing and then people guess. But Drawful was fun. Or it was, but I meant to say Scriblio was fun. Even though I'm terrible at drawing. Especially on digital art. Like, I was just mousing. Maybe one of these days I'll set up my tablet. Even though I'm also still bad at digital art with a tablet because I never do it. I'm so not used to it. I don't know if my pen does like touch sensitivity though, because I just have like a really ancient drawing tablet from like 10 years ago. And it's really cheap because all I bought it for was OSU. It was like back in the day when everybody was convinced that tablet was like the meta and like all the best players played tablet and you had to play tablet. And then I tried it and I liked mouse better because I never learned how to hold a pen properly when I was growing up, so my grip was really terrible, but I could still use a mouse. But to be fair to me, nowadays mouse and tablet are actually like equal at top level, which is sick because for the longest time it was very slanted. But aside from anything else, it's still like I just have the tablet now, and one of my friends keeps being like, when are we getting the Twi drawing stream? Come on, we need the Twi digital art stream. He helped me set up Krita a while back for it. I was like, oh, I'll get around to it one day. But I haven't drawn much in a while. And then for the birthday stream, I also went and I played I played 2 games of Tetris. My plan was to go in, play 1, dominate, and then leave. But he was doing like a bunch of funny room settings, so it was only like 10 blocks tall, and I actually lost. Which I thought was fun, because I've never played like a really tiny box for Tetris, so it was funny. And then the next game was the opposite. It was like twice or like 3 times taller than usual for the board. But you know, that made it a lot easier. It was like different, and so it was kind of weird. Like all the pieces looked really small, but it was easy enough for me to play on it. And then one of Luz's friends in the call was like, they were like, damn, why is Twi kind of insane? And one of them was like, I want to hook his brain up so I can look at the electrical signals going on. And I was like, I thought that was so funny, dude. Get the Tetris player brain scan. Pretty legendary. I haven't done a Tetris stream in a long time. Maybe I should. I thought it was funny. They were like, what? He's playing like Suisse. Which, to be fair, I think Suisse is better than me. Not by like a ton, but Suisse is definitely better than me, I think. Hi, Somefish. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. I am currently video editing and also chilling in Go and just talking about life. Just chilling. Hope you're having a good Friday. I started putting all my video scripts into Notepad instead of Google Docs because it's so much more convenient to like make a really small window of Notepad. Like all the text stays in the window. It's so great. Google Docs is so annoying for this. Like I want to center my screen. I want to center my script on my screen so it looks more or less like I'm in the middle. And then when I try to like narrow the page, it just leaves like the left margin like completely intact and just like hides half the page. And I'm like, bro, why would I want that? Why would I not want it to just like only leave the page? So I started using Notepad instead. Now that I think about it, Sunfish, you're in like all the friend communities, I swear. I always see you in Ada's stream. I guess you watch Nahi as well. I know you watch Lin. Okay, to be fair, I haven't actually like hung out with Lin before though. I've only worked with them like in a professional setting, but they're also very chill. And I like to go to their streams sometimes and say hello. Oh my god, bless. I recently just upgraded my my Premiere Pro. And so I had to like redo my project file from scratch last time, but now my like subtitle template is already done. So I don't have to customize the subtitles, I just have to type. This is great. How do I want to position my model? If I make myself bigger so that I can use my body a little bit as like a backdrop for the text. Start with Kizuna Ai. That's a crazy OG starting point. Wow, had a huge time skip. Got back into it with Lin. Oh, that's sick. Usually watch Utaite style VTubers, which just friends does do. Yeah. That's great, dude. When did I get into VTubing? I think I first got into it from like English subtitles, clips of like Hololive back. I feel like the first VTubers I ran into were like Hololive gamers. Like I'm thinking Okayu and Korone were like a couple of my first. But that was I don't think it was like when they debuted. I think I got into VTubing like a little bit before Hololive EN came around. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. But also, you know, I was like, it's a shame that this is like just a Japan thing, because I thought it was really sick, you know. I was already really into Japanese music from like playing Osu for ages beforehand and like Vocaloid and all that. So I was like, this is such a cool community. It's a shame that it's gonna be like a Japan niche thing. And then Hololive English happened, and I was like, oh damn, wait. There are people in the West that actually care about this. There are like English people that care about this. This is sick. But I still didn't really think about it for me at the time. Because, you know, back then, even when like Myth went absolutely viral, there was still like basically no market for guys on the English end. And it was kind of seen as a joke. And then Luxium happened, and it was like, oh damn, wait, like this could be me for real, like. And that was around the time I started like working towards looking into like becoming a VTuber myself and saving money and all that stuff. So I've been around, not since the Kizuna Ai days, but I've been around for a while. I have moderate ball knowledge. I don't have elite ball knowledge. I haven't been there from day one, but I always like hearing about where people got into VTubing. Because I think that like every facet of the industry and the community is like so interesting. There's like always something to be inspired by from other VTubers, I feel like, no matter what like corner of the niche you're looking at. I mean, that just goes for people in general, but I think VTubing is like an especially creative medium, so it's always interesting to see where people like got into it from. Since nowadays, I think it's more of just like an umbrella, you know, it's just another like medium of content creation. You'll find all sorts of different people doing it now, but I still think relatively the culture is different and it's a lot more expressive than a lot of other forms of content. Oh, I remember I wanted to ask. I remember Somefish posted about this other like co-working game that I've been seeing on my feed a bunch. On Together. Is On Together good? I guess one thing I'm curious about is like how I feel like I like it conceptually. But I'm also worried that having it be on the monitor screen, like in front of what I'm doing, would be too distracting for me or like in the way. Maybe I could put it on my second monitor, because a lot of the time when I open Go, I literally just like have it tabbed out in the background to like keep me accountable without actually being present. God, it's pretty fun, more distracting, but kind of just a fun game to mess around with friends. I see. Works best with dual monitor. I was gonna say definitely. Having it like in the corner on the second monitor where it's like not as contested screen space definitely seems like it could be nice. I don't know, I'm also really bad with doing work in like very smart increments. Like I saw like right in your overlay for it when you put the screenshot, there's like a Pomodoro timer in the corner, which I think makes a lot of sense. But I personally hate using Pomodoro timers when I'm working because I never feel like taking the break while I'm in it. It like breaks my focus. I would rather just like either take a break if I feel like the immediate need to, or just lock in for like 3 or 4 hours at once and then just decompress after. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. I think it's a very like ADHD thing, but once I'm focused, it's like I don't want to be like pulled out of that. Go feels very customizable. There's like a lot of different stuff you could do, but honestly, I truthfully don't do much with it most of the time. I'll open it, I'll write down my task as like a to-do list thing, and then I'll just like tab out, do my work, and then I'll come back and tick it off, and then I'm like, oh yay, I ticked it off, and then I close it. But it's a way for me to like track how much work I'm doing, I guess. You know, it's something to like just act as a sign of like, oh, I was being productive in this moment. Because it feels hard to not have any sort of like tools to track my work like that. you guys know something kind of crazy? I don't know if it's actually true. I haven't like looked at it properly, but I keep seeing articles that Ontario is like the coldest place in the world like this week, which okay, definitely doesn't fully apply to me because I live in Toronto, which is like very south, right? Literally the southmost part of Ontario. I'm sure they're talking about Northern Ontario, but I have to go out tomorrow with my family. Y'all, it's minus 17, feels like minus 25 outside tomorrow. Like, help me, bro. What is that? That's so cold. I looked it up in Fahrenheit because I was messaging my friend in Texas. I didn't know it was going to hit Texas too. He mentioned that there's going to be a winter storm there. I hope it isn't too bad for you guys. But I looked in Fahrenheit. It's like, it's 1 degree tomorrow, but the wind chill is supposedly like minus 13 or something, which wind chill isn't the most accurate because you can just like dress to block the wind. You know, you have a good coat, you have decent pants for it, wear like a face mask or a scarf to like help block some of the wind in your face, and like for the most part you neutralize it, but that's still really cold, man. Like that's still really cold. It's not great. It also snowed a lot. Thankfully by now I think it should be like shoveled tomorrow, but a couple days ago I had to go to the pharmacy to pick up some stuff, and it was like all fresh snow, so I was just kind of like trudging through the middle of the sidewalk where other people's footprints are. You know, like if everybody walks down the middle, you sort of like plow a slightly shallower section of the sidewalk as a collective. But it's still not great. It wasn't too bad, thankfully, you know. It wasn't like anywhere near passing my ankles, but it was definitely up there. I opted out of my running shoes. And I opt into my shoes until I can't anymore because I really don't like wearing boots. But oh man, it's gonna be cold. Also, you know what's so stupid? I like trudged through the snow to go to the pharmacy, and I forgot to bring the paper for my prescription. So I only got one of the 2 things. I have to go back. I literally have to go back still, like, bro. Maybe next time I'll get a drive or something, or I don't know. It's so cold right now, man. It's too cold. I just went there. I got one of my things. I got snackies because I was out. I had to get snacks, legally obligated. Look, I've been so fat the past couple days because they finally brought cheese and onion chips to Canada, bro. It was actually crazy that like a few days ago I was saying on stream, I was like, Canadians, we love our junk food, we love our chips. I think a lot of Americans don't realize how big chips are here, and I think that it's absolutely BS that we don't have cheese and onion, even though it's super popular in like the UK, for example. It's like one of the most standard flavors there, because I tried it and I was like, damn, this is so good to not exist here. And then finally Lay's started making them, and so I got it that time and it was really good, and I got it again today. My dad told me he went to like Walmart and he asked them about it, and they were like, oh, actually we sold out, but I think the dollar store might have some, and they did. But I think that's a good sign. They're selling out here, which means that Lay's should keep making them. They keep making it. We make cheese and onion normal in North America. It's a good timeline. It's kind of a bad timeline because then we eat more chips, but it's a good timeline because they're yummy though. You guys do need All Dressed. All Dressed is the GOAT, bro. I feel like a lot of people think that you come to Canada, you have to try the ketchup chips, and it's like, look, ketchup chips are really good too, but they're like A tier. But All Dressed is like SS God tier. It's like the GOAT. And a lot of people don't know. They lack the elite ball knowledge that is All Dressed chips. I remember my friend came here from the UK for like 2 weeks, and he went home with 2 family-sized bags of All Dressed chips because I had to put him on game. I remember I also got my friend who came here from Texas for a week. I made him tier list Canadian snacks on stream, and he was like, I don't actually like chips, but he still put All Dressed at top of A tier because All Dressed is just that guy. I don't know why it works, but it just works. It's so good. It hits. Who doesn't like chips? See, I'm kind of in the same boat where it's like, how could you not like chips? But to be fair, they are very indulgent. Like, they're very fatty. They're very salty. They're like, I don't know. They're like very strong. You know, you can feel very bloated very quickly with them, and they also make my tummy really upset. I shouldn't eat chips. I've been doing it less for a while. I'm in a bit of a bad spell right now after being good for a long time. But from a purely taste standpoint, 100% I stand with you. All the rest, or just chips in general, delicious. So good. Anything potato that texturally isn't a problem for me, yummers. Need more surprising facts about your friend? He hates pickles. I don't know if that's actually that crazy. That's a way cooler take than chips, but I love pickles, so I always remember that. His favorite snack here was the maple cream cookies, which I don't blame him. Those are pretty good. Love maple. You know, it's generic for a reason. Oh, if you guys are ever in Canada, this is so touristy, but try maple butter. Maple butter is actually delicious if you get it. Like, you put it on toast, it's so sweet, it's so nice. Or, like, it doesn't have to be toast even, just like bread. You just put it on bread. Very good. The cookies are really good. It's kind of the same idea, honestly. Just like creamy, like maple flavor. Very nice. If it was cheaper, I'd buy more. What else? I remember we had a really funny moment because he saved money to come on the trip to Canada. I made him save because I found out that he had like a little bit of like credit card debt at the time. And I was like, dude, I love you. You're not coming here and staying with me until you pay off your debt. Like, pay off your debt first. And so he did. I'm proud of him. And then he came up here and he had like a set amount of money. And we ended up being like way under his budget, which is pretty easy to do because he's just rooming with me, right? No hotels or anything. And so we went to Niagara Falls. I took him to Niagara Falls. And we were looking for food. We got off at the wrong stop, and we had to wait a little while for a bus, or like a train or whatever. And there was a restaurant that was like right by the little stop that we were at. And he was like, I'm hungry, man. Like, do you want to go in to eat here? Like, just whatever the first restaurant we see is, I'm down. And I was like, I don't know. Let me see. And on the outside door, it was advertising that it was $50 for an entree. It's like 50 per person for just an entree. This is Canadian still, so like, I don't know, like 35 USD or something like that. And I was just, he was down, and I was like, I'm not down. That's too bougie for me. I was like, he was offering to pay too, but I was like, I don't feel comfortable here. I feel out of my element. So we waited until we were actually at Niagara Falls, and then we went to some Italian restaurant that was like 30 per person, which was probably a little overpriced still, but it's Niagara Falls, so like, what do you expect? It was fine. I remember I did something I don't think I would normally do otherwise. I ordered veal, because for whatever reason, I thought that it was lamb. I don't know why I thought that. I genuinely have no idea why, but that was interesting to try, I guess. You know, I guess it doesn't hurt to try once. I don't think I would eat it again. The vtuber, no. I don't want this to be my legacy. Isn't veal like baby cow or something messed up like that? It's been a while, so I don't remember very well. Yeah, it's young cattle, which is I don't know, that feels kind of brutal. It didn't even taste like particularly better than like regular beef. Can I be so for real? Like, in my head, I was like, wow, this must be some like really indulgent rich people shit to make it like extra beefy or something. I don't know. But in reality, I think that's more when you get into like the fancy stuff like Wagyu and stuff like that, I would imagine. Veal was just like the same thing, but like maybe slightly sweeter or like slightly gamey or whatever. But it was really similar. And I don't know. I was just like, damn, that's not worth it. Not gonna lie. Would not particularly recommend. I wouldn't like not recommend it, I guess, like if you didn't have a different option, but was nothing crazy. There was also the biggest scam I've ever seen at Niagara Falls. We went to this arcade, which was fun. And at the arcade, they had a bowling alley. And I was like, ooh, I like bowling. I'm terrible at bowling, by the way. I am actually so bad at bowling. There's like a video somewhere like deep down on my phone where I took one of my friends from my old job. We went bowling together. And I didn't know that she used to bowl like semi-competitively. And there was a game where she scored like 130 and I got like 45. Like, I got so badly rolled. But I was thinking, you know, like, oh, bowling is fun. We should go do that. And I went and I looked. And this like little bowling alley at Niagara Falls was charging $50 an hour for bowling. Like, are you crazy? Are you actually crazy? That's like more than double some of the other places that I've been to. That is bonkers. So we did not go bowling, but we did enjoy it. It was a really fun trip. We got there early enough in the day that you could see like the rainbows coming out of the falls. And then we stayed late enough at night that once it goes dark, they put like RGB lights behind the waterfall. You get like the RGB gamer waterfall. It looks sick. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. But at night at Niagara Falls, they put up like rainbow lights underneath of the falls. And it looks really cool. It's literally like a RGB keyboard, but on a waterfall. I know that I sent the video to my computer at some point, but it's been so long. I would have to go digging to find it again. Or I could just resend it to my computer, and then I could put the RGB gamer fall on the screen. The RGB gamer fall. Or I feel like I might have put it on Twitter, actually, now that I think about it. I feel like around that time I would have posted it. I'm going to have to scroll far. How long ago was this? Somewhere, like, it was in October 24, so it was like this time frame. What? Are you telling me that I didn't waterfall post? I'm so lame. I didn't post waterfall. No problem, Nahi. Thank you. Wait, let me see. Oh my god! How did you draw this in Go? Wait, that's so cute. Dude, wait. From further away, that line work is actually like so sick. What the heck? Dude, that's so sick. Thank you. The detail on the weird cat, bro. Wait. That is so good. How'd you get the nose to look so realistic? Dude, the color selection is immaculate. Thank you so much for your contribution. I will cherish it. That is so peak, dude. The duality of these two drawings. This is so cute. And it's just a weird cat in like insane detail, full rendered background and everything. That's peak. Okay, let me... return to subtitling. wonder how interesting this is actually to most people. Do most people know about the difference between open and closed back headphones? Is this like common knowledge to people? Because I feel like I never even like heard about open back headphones until I was looking at it for like audio, I guess audiophile type stuff. It's not really like an audiophile thing per se, but I guess it kind of is. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like regular people usually use open back headphones. I knew about them, but I've seen headphone review videos, something XKCD 10,000 learners every day for random trivia. That's something that I don't even know. What is that? XKCD 10,000 learners every day for random trivia? What is XKCD? Webcomic of romance, sarcasm, math, and language. It's a webcomic. Art style looks kind of familiar. Congrats on being in the 10,000. Is there only like 10,000 people that know about this? The joke is there's an XKCD comic about every topic. Ah, okay. Oh, and you're saying that they had one for open back headphones or like headphone reviews or something? I could definitely see that there's like a lot of punchlines you could go with for like an audiophile like punchline on a webcomic like this. Let's see, XKCD headphones. Audiophile. They literally have one called Audiophiles. This is actually a good comic. I do always think it's funny when people are like super critical about like sound quality. It's good, but it's not like the most important thing ever. It's the person in the art print above Nahi. Oh, like over here? On my friendship wall. This is Rita Kamishiro. She used to be in Prism Project, and then she used to be under Noah, and now she's under Lucid Multimedia. She's in a few of these actually, like this 3 Wishes cover that I was in. Here's me as Splatoon guy. This is hers. This Mad Diner cover I was a part of was also her collab. She's one of my best friends in the industry. She's really great. This is a screen cap from the music video of one of her originals called Heartbeats. The entire thing is styled very much kind of like Omori or like Undertale sort of aesthetic. And it's a really sweet song. She's a very cool VTuber. She's a partner or like an ambassador of like 2 different mental health charities. Does a lot of music content. Very whimsical, very sweet person. And also she really likes Xenoblade and is probably bullying me into trying Xenoblade this year. Not actually bullying me, but just I feel obligated. I feel obligated as her friend to check it out at some point. She's the reason that I watched Full Metal Alchemist, and I did really enjoy that. But yes, this is the friend wall, which is hopefully gonna expand even more this year. But I just made a bunch of prints from some of my. This was my first original last year that was like fully original. This was Superstar Twidle's like key art, and these were all my collab covers last year. Technically, the Christmas one was 2024, but it's close enough. And these are just friends. I'm trying to remember where all of these are from. Calico's one is just a fan art, but it looks super cute as a print. Calico doesn't do as much singing, so I didn't get a song one. This is from Starlight. And then this is, what's the Police Piccadilly song? Rumor? Or it's like, Doni moteno enai ai mitomeru yo suku naru yo. I love Police Piccadilly, man. It's so good. Nahi's music video for that was so sweet, man. It was so great. I also really like Nahi's new cover. Was it Goth Girl? That was a great cover. I feel like that one fit her voice really well. I love when my friends sing and they're cracked and epic. This year I need to make many friend and then make the friend wall bigger. That would be epic. I have like so much stuff that I need to do this year. I've been having a lot of both stress but a lot of fun doing a lot like higher level content strategy stuff for this year. And I think the hardest part is actually just going to be committing to everything that I want to do. Because I know I have time, I know I have ability, I just need to not be lazy. I just need to be focused. And I will have a big year, I think. Almost done subtitling. Alright, I've finished my caption track and it only took me an hour and 20 minutes because I get very sidetracked. Now I gotta figure out what I'm actually doing for like background footage. Just let me think about my script itself. Maybe it'd be nice to have like a static picture of them, or maybe I should do like more shots after stream. That's probably actually the right thing to do. I think I'm doing something kind of interesting for this short, which is that I have some like B-roll footage of me like IRL doing audio work. Now, admittedly, it's all like from a back point of view. You do not see my face, which is the only reason I was comfortable recording something like that. But I'm definitely thinking about doing it just because I think that there's like a weird thing about shorts content now that it's bloated. It's already kind of like the bottom denominator of like making content, and they made it worse by making like trying to push AI garbage into stuff, because now it's like there's a subgroup of people that don't know what a VTuber is, and they just assume that it's like AI content because it's like an animated medium somewhat. And so like, I don't know, I feel like there's a level of authenticity that can come through by having like a real life shot of me that doesn't exist otherwise. I don't feel like it's a big deal anyway to have like a behind view. You can see my hair, but you guys already know my hair is long, and that's about as defined. Like my hair and my hands have been on stream before anyway, so it's nothing particularly new. Look, maybe somebody will try to find a face reveal that doesn't exist in the video, and it'll drive engagement. Because they keep rewinding it. It could be genius. I'm probably gonna have to do some like some stock footage. I'm gonna have to find something. That's okay. What do I want to use as like a song for this video? Do I have a good one downloaded already? Wait, I remember this song being really nice that nobody uses for some reason. Bro, you know what is actually, like, on God, my chill, like, shorts YouTube video BGM that I've never seen in my life, I've never seen another YouTuber use, but is so good, is the Salon theme from Pokemon Sword and Shield. I find it interesting because Pokemon and Nintendo music in general is really popular to the YouTube video style, and I've never heard this theme used before by any other YouTuber, even though it's like so perfect for like a chill explanation video. It actually fits so nicely. I haven't used it in a while because I haven't made a video like this in a while. But as soon as I opened my song folder, I was like, wait, I know exactly what I'm looking for. Yes, let me make all of my subtitling a bit more finalized. Graphics. Let's go captions and graphics. I'll like slightly lower the font size so that it stays in one line. There's a kind of flow state that you hit when doing video editing sometimes that I honestly forgot the feeling of. It's been so long since I've gotten used to doing it, really, that I just kind of forgot what it's like. Hi, Mochi. Hope you're doing good. Welcome. Oh, I didn't even notice we have somebody else in Go. Hello. What's up, Gideon? I'm still processing this art that Nahi drew. This is so cute. And then the weird cat. Look at this, bro. It always baffles me when people draw stuff like this on something as silly as like Go. It's just like a little drawing mini game. They just roll up and put like the silliest drawing. The weird cat. It is like so high effort. It's like a background. The detailing is insane. Like if you get closer to it, you can see that like the limitations of the brushes. But when you look like from further away, it's actually such clean like line work and colors. It looks great. Hello, TLT artist. What's up? Drawing, gonna chill and doodle if I cry. Hey, no worries at all. Welcome, welcome. I hope you feel very cozy. No pressure at all. I'm just chilling here today, getting some video editing done. Me when I edit YouTube short. What did I have as my settings for my model earlier? Oh, I never talked about this like more publicly on the like on stream, but I'm planning to start doing like an actual, I'm gonna do a YouTube long every month, guys. I'm gonna do or I guess probably more like a YouTube medium, realistically. I've been mostly editing shorts again because I feel like that's where most of the easiest reach is at. But I also think that there's value in making longer form stuff, so I'm gonna try to do one once a month. And I'm excited to have that be a little bit more about like sharing creative experience and advice and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be chill. I'm already so prepped to do like the clickbaitiest title I've done in so long. It feels like I'm gonna make. Right now the plan is for like the last, I guess next Saturday, like the last Saturday of the month, to post a video called How to Start Making Covers in 2026. How to blank in 2026? We are so ready to be metagaming on YouTube, boys. I'm gonna have to start working on that pretty soon so that I get it done by the end of the week. Well, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be great. XP pen plus game decided to test it. I have an XP pen as well, but it's like a really old cheap one. I bought it for Osu like almost 10 years ago, and then found out I didn't like playing with tablets, so I've just had my drawing tablet sitting in a random cabinet for like a decade. I tried it again recently. I think it's still probably easier to draw with than mouse, but at the same time, it doesn't have touch sensitivity because it's a very like low-end model. So I don't think there's a huge difference particularly for me, but I want to do an art stream at some point. I don't know when. I don't like super want to do it. It's not like I'm dying to do that stream, but I do think that it'll be interesting to get around to. I wonder how weird this is gonna be for you guys to see a short where you can like kind of see me in real life. I mean, I guess I've done hand cams, but the angle is very different. This is like a in the sky angle. POV, you are 8 feet tall in the room of Twi Telescopium. I'm gonna have to record some more footage for this part. Make like a little graphic here. Let me make like a red arrow. Let me make a red arrow. Me when I'm a YouTuber. What a classic. Gotta have the red arrow. Not even for a thumbnail, just for an edit. This is gonna be so scuffed because I'm authentic, so I'm gonna hand draw my red arrow. I do that a lot for my thumbnails, and it's probably really ugly, but it has soul. It's more meaningful. There was heart behind my clickbait. I'm like trying to match the way that my subtitles are styled manually, which is very interesting. I don't like squish it too much. This is already really small. Okay, red arrow attained. Me when red arrow. What a banger file name. Me when red arrow.png. I love having like the dumbest file names for stuff. Did I ever tell you guys about the file name of the final version of Superstar Twiddle? The official audio file that I ended up with when I released Out of This World Superstar Twiddle, the file for the mix is, and I quote because I have it pulled up here, Superstar Twiddle, actual final, for real, please I'm begging, part 2.5, the sequel final season, part 2 again, Redux, the second junior double triple whopper. It's like I kept making a final version, but it just kept going like longer and longer because I kept making small edits, and instead of overwriting, I just like made more and more files. Nowadays, I usually just overwrite, or I'll just do like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, so on, but that file is iconic. Sound effect. Classic. More subtle than that. Oh, did you draw? Let me see. Oh, this is cute. Wait, this is great. I like it, yo. It's a little bit of like a rougher style. It's very like sketchy, but it looks really good. I think the ambient lighting looks really cool on this as well. I like it. It looks great. The freckles are cute. And the hair, I like the hair shape like a lot. Very cool. Very nice drawing. Thank you. Try something more advanced. Okay, okay. Let's see it. I will look forward to it. Let me see if I can find some like stock footage for this. Let's see. Royalty-free stock footage. Pixabay. I've used Pixabay before for audio. Didn't know they did video. That's cool. Actually infuriating to see, like, there's so much AI garbage here. What the hell? Dude, there is so much AI stock footage. Oh my god. Wait, this is trash. What the Why is there so much? Royalty-free stock footage, no AI. Oh, there's a no AI tag. No AI. Oh, but now it's like, this doesn't even like really work. Can I do like minus AI? Like family minus AI. No, that doesn't really work either. That's annoying. Okay. Best site for stock footage, no AI. God, I hate that I have to add that. Like, That's so sad, man. That I even have to specify that. Like, it shouldn't come up with anything AI for royalty free anyway, because you can't, like, control the copyright if you don't even own the video. Like, it's just made off of generative content. I'll try another one. Hopefully it's not ridiculous. I feel like I'm looking for like 2 adults, but I keep getting like kids. Okay. This looks like real stock footage. Thank you, Ron Latch. Let me see what else. Let's see. Crosswalk. Like a public street crossing. It's like very busy. Yeah, this looks legit. God, I'm so paranoid now. It's like I'll see footage of like outdoors and I'm like eyeing up the like store signs on the side to see if the text starts warping. I hate that I have to do that nowadays, bro. Like, what happened, man? What happened, bro? Take me back. Did you guys see, though? They're estimating that OpenAI might run out of money as early as 2027 if they don't get more funding. Because they're making, like, no money. Like, they're talking about rolling out ads on ChatGPT, which I just have to imagine whether they pick ads or a subscription model, like, they're gonna tank usership for it. I have to imagine. Because they also don't even have time to, like, implement profit measures on a gradient, you know, like very slowly integrate ads and let people get more acquainted with it, and then increase the ads and then add a subscription tier if you want to cut the ads. And, you know, like normally you can kind of like try and wean people onto a worse customer experience. They like don't even have that luxury. They don't have time because they're bleeding money. It's great. I sound so mean for saying that, but like genuinely, you know, it feels nice to think that maybe, I don't think it'll go away fully, but it'll be significantly scaled back in a couple years' time. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I'm looking at stock footage right now. I was looking at one for a singer, and she's wearing the same headphones that I'm wearing right now. Based, dude. I love this pair of headphones. This pair of headphones is goated. Shout out the DT770 Pros from Bayer Dynamic, I think is how you're supposed to pronounce it actually. Great pair of headphones. Man, you can wear them all day. They're so comfortable. Sound quality is amazing. Highly recommend. Aye. I don't know why I read that as aye, like aye, Captain Yar. But yeah, it is definitely annoying, but I think it's good. I think that it won't be too much longer until it's not normal anymore. You know what I mean? I don't even think it is normal now. I think they really wanted it to be normal. They really tried. But in reality, I don't think that it's gonna go over. No, overheating the ear. Oh, I will say for the for like the Bayer Dynamic headphones that I was just saying I really like. They are, I personally don't have problems with like having my ears overheat, but I think that it is a pair of headphones that if you are more susceptible to that, you could absolutely experience it. I mean, just in general, closed backs are gonna be more of a feature for that. Like if you're prone to having your ears get like sweaty more easily, open back headphones are probably like even better for you if you're at home and you can afford to do that. Like you're not going to be annoying other people with it because they're ventilated all the way through, right? Like that's the point in a lot of ways of open backs, is that it's like a fully ventilated cup instead of like a enclosed cup around your ear. And so that's, you know, that's how you get like the spatial awareness of being able to hear stuff around you even while you're wearing it. But it also does make it so that they're lighter, they pass more air around, you know, more comfortably. It can be really nice for something like that. There are definitely different use cases for more than one reason. They're clutch. Maybe I shouldn't have picked this specific piece of stock footage because it's like so widescreen. But I mean, it'll do. It's literally for like half a second. This is interesting. I like never use stock footage in my videos. I think this is legitimately like one of the first times I've ever bothered doing this. There's like a camera blur here so that it's more focused on me. I want to be the subject. I'm important. Bro, there's a shot of me in this. There's a shot of me in this short where I have like the most shrimp posture of all time. Actual gamer posture mid mixing, and then you can see me like realize it while I'm working and like straighten out my back. Okay, let's get some more sound effects. Anime wow, that's a classic. Wow. With like the little rainbow sparkly in the background. What do I want to do for my like question mark? Like a bub up. Or I could do like the little cowbell, like Japanese sounding thing where it's like da-dung, or like da-dung. That's what it actually sounds like. That's like the right key. This doesn't feel right though. Bamboo hit? Nah. Just like a question mark sound effect. It feels like so suspicious though. I don't know. Wait, let me see. Let me listen. No, it's not the right sound effect. VTuber sound effects. Cute reveal. Maybe. Maybe I won't overdo with the sound effects. Maybe I'll keep it light. Maybe I'll do camera blur on all of these like close-up shots, but only a little bit. So like I don't know. Maybe like a 2% blur. I'm probably gonna wrap up in a minute since I think I just need to like record a couple more shots on my phone and then send them over and do like a couple tiny edits, and that's like it. But for the most part, I'm actually very surprised. Normally when it comes to editing shorts, it takes me a few hours, but I think I probably ended up actively editing for like maybe an hour and a half here, like on the high end. Because I was chatting a fair bit earlier. This is very productive. I got it done, yo. This was supposed to be today's short, but luckily for me, I haven't set my president yet, so I could just upload them on Saturdays normally. Or also, I don't think that upload schedule matters that much for shorts. I think it's more important for like streams where there's actually an incentive for you to like show up live, but like shorts, I don't know, they kind of just go whenever, you know what I mean? I'll probably end up putting that up tomorrow, since I don't know if I'm gonna have time to stream tomorrow. I might stream like late night tomorrow. We'll see, because I have to go out tomorrow. Let's have a look at the detailing. Does that say girls love my autism? Where are you finding such girls? My brother in Christ, sure. Now, I love your autism. That's great. Twins. What we got? We got Silk Song. We got Halo. I can't read what that is in the back. Good for you, you know. I don't tend to lean into the label like super hard anymore, but you know, I think that there's nothing wrong with embrace your interests, embrace your cringe, and make it based. We love vulnerability here. But thank you so much for following and for sharing your art. I appreciate that. Let's see. Before I go and finish this up, maybe we'll actually raid someone today. Maybe I'll remember to do that. Today was not board game night. Me when the schedule lies. But if I have time, tomorrow will probably be pretty late night if I stream. I'm honestly not sure what. I was gonna say I could have done like a soft singing ASMR tomorrow if I had time late at night, but also then I have a regular karaoke scheduled for Sunday. So maybe not. I don't know, maybe. Because I've been thinking, have you guys seen people tweeting about like the new VTuber meta or whatever, where you just like, you're like tilted so that you're laying down? I think that the person who posted it, it was specifically like a live 2D that's like that, but even so, I feel like I could just like rotate my model with like a night overlay, and it could be cool. I've never done a live soft singing ASMR. I want to do one day. Never got around to it. I don't know. Or I might just game, or I might just not exist. I don't know. We'll see. Karaoke on Sunday is definitely happening. I know that part. I'm glad it wasn't. I'm still making emails. That's real. I had to do a whole bunch of admin work yesterday. I was sending a bunch of emails, doing payments and stuff. It'd be like that sometimes. And Twi when he lies. Me always. Facts. Okay. You know what? Let's see. Who's live on the telly, on the Twitch telly? Oh my god, did Nahi end already? I wanted to go say hi. Oh, Nahi is still live. Is she just not on Twitch today? No, she is on Twitch. Don't tell me I'm not following Nahi Kikomori. Oh my god, I'm the fakest friend to ever do it. That's messed up. How am I not following? Okay, well, let's go say hi to Nahi. Let me see. Hold on. The YouTube raid takes longer to set up. Let me do that really quick. No, don't boom me. Don't expose me, guys. Just because I exposed myself. It's because I'm not on Twitch that much, to be honest, outside of like setting up my own stuff. The cameras! Oh my, it's so Jover. Oh, redirect privileges needed. Okay, I guess we'll only raid on the Twitch side then. Well, okay. I will link you guys if you want to go say hi to Nahi on the YouTube side. I don't know. Wait, what would my raid message even be? I've never, as a VTuber, I don't think I've done a raid yet. Maybe one. Like, I'm thinking about it, right? I'm thinking about it. I don't think I've done a raid message since I used to be a Twitch streamer, like a really long time ago. Like, primarily, I mean. What do you mean we took his knees? How is that? What does that have to do with anything? Jarvis take his knees? No! I need those. I did that. I didn't even mean to make that. I need that. Also, do you guys know how little sense that would make if I don't have the little like raid message on YouTube and you guys just spawn into her chat and start putting "we took his knees"? Perfect. Okay. If you really want to have a raid message, you can say that you took my knees. All right, guys. Here is Nahi's YouTube stream. If you're on the YouTube side on Twitch, I'm gonna go send a raid over. Thank you guys for hanging. Even though it's a bit of a quieter night tonight, I appreciate y'all. Hopefully see you, if not tomorrow, then Sunday. Have a wonderful start to your weekend, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Take care, everybody.